Thank you very much, Minister Pell. Earlier today, the Cabinet met to discuss our current circumstances and the Ministry of Health's recommendations for further actions to stop the spread of the coronavirus. The recommendations are founded in a need to stop the spread, permit the vital work of contact tracing to accelerate to isolate positive cases, and allow our healthcare teams to focus on increasing testing and vaccinations. Accordingly, the Cabinet has agreed the following: that Bermuda will be under a stay-at-home order from 5 a.m. on Tuesday, April 13th, for 7 days. This means that persons are not to leave their homes for anything other than essential movement or grocery shopping. Grocery shopping will return to alphabetized days of shopping by surname. Shopping for essentials at a pharmacy, also attending the gas station, attending a vaccination or testing appointment, or attending a medical appointment at a registered healthcare professional's office. Additionally, there will be limited banking services that will be able to provide. These permitted businesses will operate from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. during the 7-day period of the stay-at-home order. These are the only businesses that will be able to remain open. All other businesses which cannot operate remotely must close. Grocery stores will remain open and the supply chain for goods is uninterrupted. This means there is no need for people to rush to the shops to panic buy. Buy what you would need normally and continue to be considerate of others. There is enough for everyone. Again, working from home is mandatory, and if you cannot work from home, you must remain at home. Household mixing is prohibited and will be specified like that inside of law. If you choose to mix households or visit another household, you will be violating the law that will come into place at 5 a.m. on Thursday. And as can be seen, you could be endangering your health and the health of your loved ones. The Cabinet will continue to deliberate, and on Tuesday, when our next press conference is held, we will lay out further details regarding the stay-at-home order and what our next steps are, including changes to the restrictions at the country's borders. It is clear that the rate of spread is far more advanced than we believe, and the regulations put in place have not been enough to slow it down. We must act now, as continued unabated household mixing is leading to increased transmissions and persons are becoming ill due to the severity of this variant. With these enhanced measures, our goal is to slow the spread, ramp up testing, and continued expansion of our vaccination program. Vaccinations are essential to getting our island back for how we wish for it to be, and expanding our vaccination program will be done with the specific intention of reaching herd immunity by the end of May. Vaccinations work. They prevent severe illness and therefore prevent hospitalizations. As I close, this outbreak is far-reaching and it has affected many. You are used to seeing me at these press conferences from the Cabinet Office, but there is a reason why I'm joining remotely today, and that is because I recently tested positive for a coronavirus infection. It was a very low-level positive due to the fact that my immune system can recognize the virus due to the vaccine, and I've had no symptoms whatsoever. It was my 5th test in 3 weeks, and on Good Friday, my entire family tested negative. So it was quite a shock, especially as we've been extra cautious. But it is a shock that has been experienced by many in Bermuda. Thankfully, they have all tested negative again, and they are quarantining while I'm isolating from them as required by law. I am fine, and thankfully because I've been immunized, I have no fear, and I've experienced no symptoms. But it is a reminder to all of us that we cannot be too careful, and we should avail ourselves of the testing that is available and make sure that we protect ourselves due to the vaccine that is available. This virus is not a hoax. It is real. It has impacted the world. It has impacted our island. It has impacted families. It has impacted our national psyche. However, there is one thing that it has not impacted, and that is this government's determination to see this country through. Unlike other countries in the world, Bermuda has enough vaccine doses to get this country to herd immunity. And we will use this time to accelerate our vaccination program to ensure that we salvage our peak tourism season and have a regular summer. Just like we set a goal to administer 38,000 vaccine doses by the end of March, and we met that goal, I have no doubt that we will meet the goal of herd immunity by the end of May. However, we must be vigilant. We must follow the rules. We must recognize that our actions today will be the cause of our future tomorrow. We must all stay at home and protect ourselves and our families and to protect our country, to ensure that our hospital is able to service all those who need help and our brave healthcare workers on the front line can get some relief. Over the coming days, we will be in our separate homes. Despite this physical disconnection, we must come together with a collective mindset to do what it takes to end this outbreak in this country. I know that it will not be easy, and I know that many are frustrated, worried, and ultimately tired of this persistent battle. This does not mean that we have to agree on everything, but it does mean that we must work together to achieve our common goal of stopping the spread of the coronavirus and ensuring that we protect our entire healthcare system. As I indicated, we will be giving another press conference on Tuesday, where we will lay out the next steps which will take place after the initial 7-day stay-at-home order. But the most important thing for all of us to remember is do not mix households, be very careful and be very vigilant, and follow public health advice. Give your contact tracers information, make sure you quarantine if you're asked to do so, isolate if you're required to do so, and make sure that you do what is necessary to help this country get back to where it needs to be. With that, I'm happy to take questions from members of the media.
Premier, we'll